Have you ever wondered what the future of industry might look like? As we stand on the brink of a technological revolution, the industrial landscape is ripe for transformation. Imagine a world where factories operate with minimal human intervention, where machines communicate with each other, where production processes become more efficient and less wasteful. This vision is not far-fetched, it's the concept of Industry 4.0. Buckle up as we delve into the evolution of industries leading up to what we now call Industry 4.0. Rewind to the late 18th century, the beginning of a massive shift in manufacturing. It was a time when human hands and simple tools were no longer the primary means of production. Instead, there was a sweeping change towards mechanization and the use of complex machines. This era, known as the First Industrial Revolution, was a turning point in history. The shift from hand production methods to machines was a game changer. It allowed goods to be produced at a scale and speed never seen before. This was largely due to the introduction of steam power, which brought about a new way to power these machines. Factories sprang up, and cities grew around them. This was a time of rapid industrial growth and societal change. But it wasn't just about machines and factories. It was also a revolution of ideas and systems. It changed how people worked, lived, and thought about progress. This revolution laid the groundwork for what was to come in the following centuries. Fast forward to the late 19th and early 20th centuries, another transformative era. This period, now known as the Second Industrial Revolution, brought with it a surge of new technologies and innovations that dramatically reshaped the world of industry. One of the most significant developments was the introduction of electricity. This was a game changer. It allowed factories to operate around the clock, increasing productivity and driving down costs. The light bulb, the telephone, and the electric motor all emerged during this time, revolutionizing communication and transportation. Then came the assembly line, a concept that forever changed the way we manufacture goods. Introduced by Henry Ford in his automobile factories, assembly lines allowed for mass production, making products more affordable and accessible to the general public. Such innovations didn't just redefine industry, they transformed society, culture, and the way we live. This era further shaped our modern industrial landscape, but the best was yet to come. Now, we're in the late 20th century, a time of digital revolution. This era is often referred to as the Third Industrial Revolution. The key driver of this revolution was the advent of computers and automation, which dramatically transformed industries across the globe. In the blink of an eye, businesses were able to automate processes that were previously labor-intensive, increasing efficiency and productivity on an unprecedented scale. Computers, with their ability to process vast amounts of data in a fraction of the time it would take a human, became the backbone of industries worldwide. The introduction of the internet provided a global platform for communication and information exchange, further fueling the digital revolution. This new age of technology was not just about machines doing the work of humans, it was about systems, processes, and people working together in an entirely new way. This revolution brought unprecedented change, setting the stage for the next wave of innovation. And here we are, in the midst of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, or Industry 4.0. This revolution is not about steam engines, electricity, or even the internet as we know it. It's about something far more profound and pervasive. It's about a world where physical and digital realities intertwine, where machines communicate with each other, and where data is the new currency. Let's start with one of the key characteristics of Industry 4.0, the Internet of Things, or IoT. This is a concept where everyday objects, from your refrigerator to your car, are connected to the internet, collecting and sharing data. This isn't just about convenience. It's about using this data to make more informed decisions, to predict trends, and to optimize operations. Next, we have cyber-physical systems. These are systems where a physical entity is controlled or monitored by computer-based algorithms. Think of a self-driving car or a drone delivering packages. These systems are able to interact with the physical world in ways that were once the stuff of science fiction. And then, there's cloud computing. This is the practice of using a network of remote servers hosted on the internet to store, manage, and process data, rather than a local server or a personal computer. This allows for massive amounts of data to be processed and analyzed in real time, leading to insights and efficiencies that were previously unimaginable. These technologies are not just buzzwords, they are reshaping industries. Manufacturing plants are becoming smarter, with machines that can predict when they will break down and fix themselves. Retailers are using data to personalize the shopping experience, creating a world where every product feels tailor-made for you. And healthcare providers are able to monitor patients remotely, predicting health issues before they become serious. Industry 4.0 is about creating a world that is more connected, more efficient, and more intelligent. It's about using technology not just to do things faster or cheaper, but to do things we could never do before. Industry 4.0 is not just a buzzword, it's a new era of interconnected and intelligent systems. But what does Industry 4.0 really mean for us and for the future? As we step into the realm of Industry 4.0, we're not just talking about machines and automation. We're talking about smart, interconnected systems that can learn, adapt, and evolve. These systems aren't just changing the way we manufacture goods, they're transforming the very essence of business and society. On the bright side, the potential for increased efficiency is staggering. Imagine a factory where every machine, every process is optimized to the nth degree, where predictive maintenance means machines are repaired before they even break down. This isn't just about saving time or money, it's about pushing the boundaries of what's possible in production, but it's not just factories. The ripple effects of Industry 4.0 are being felt in every corner of the business world. New business models are springing up that leverage the power of this digital revolution. Companies are finding innovative ways to harness big data, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things to create value in ways we couldn't have imagined a few short years ago. However, with these exciting advancements come potential challenges. The pace of change is accelerating, and businesses must keep up or risk being left behind. This means investing in new technologies and skills and adapting to a rapidly shifting landscape. And then there's the human element. As machines become smarter and more capable, what happens to the people whose jobs they take over? This is a question that society as a whole needs to grapple with. Let's also not forget about cybersecurity. As our systems become more interconnected, they also become more vulnerable to cyber attacks. Protecting our digital infrastructure is going to be a major challenge in the years ahead. In conclusion, Industry 4.0 represents a new frontier of possibilities. It's an exhilarating ride into the future, full of promise and potential. But as we navigate this brave new world, we must also be mindful of the challenges that lie ahead. We are crafting a new chapter in human history, and it's up to us to make sure it's one we can be proud of. The possibilities are endless, but so are the challenges. So we've journeyed from the steam engines of the first industrial revolution to the cyber-physical systems of Industry 4.0. We've seen how each revolution has fundamentally reshaped the landscape of industry, from the mechanization of production during the first, to mass production brought about by the second, and the digital revolution of the third. Each shift has brought with it transformative changes, not just in the way we produce goods, but also in how we live and work. Now, we stand on the brink of another seismic shift with Industry 4.0. This fourth revolution, characterized by an unprecedented level of connectivity and automation, is set to blur the boundaries between the physical, digital, and biological worlds. Cyber-physical systems, the Internet of Things, and the Internet of Services are redefining what's possible, driving efficiencies, and creating new opportunities. The potential impact of Industry 4.0 is immense. It promises smarter, more flexible, and more efficient processes. It also presents challenges such as data security and the need for new skills. However, with these challenges comes the opportunity for innovation and progress. In this era of Industry 4.0, we're witnessing a fusion of technologies that is blurring lines and breaking boundaries. It's an exciting time filled with potential and promise. But it also calls for readiness, adaptability, and a willingness to embrace change. The future is here, and it's called Industry 4.0. Are you ready?